What's up, guys? It's Omega from Omega's Gaming. Try to do this again. All of you though just crashed. Joyous day. So, like normal, we'll go over gear sets, food, skills, rotation, why I chose what I chose, and why I have it set up. So, starting off with what I'm wearing. This is basically an advanced version of the last Magic Templar build that I put out. That was the beginning of it, and this is the finished product. I mean, everything's not gold and yada yada, but this is the gear sets that I'll be using from now on until new sets come out or they change. Um, Once again, we're using Pirate Skeleton. Extremely overpowered, very tanky. I mean, just this alone is what makes you tanky. Um, my 5-piece that's always active is Wizard's Repose. This comboed with Pirate Skeleton, I mean, it honestly puts you on tank status. It's super ridiculous. Especially when this goes off and people are critting on you. I mean, you're just not taking. It's 45% less damage altogether. I mean, you're just not taking any damage, and you're able to survive quite a bit. The healing reduction, people don't like to use this because of that, but when you use healing ward, it really you don't really notice it at all. To tell you the truth, like I can still full heal. Also, one of the reasons I chose to be an Argonian is I run tri-stat potions. Um, so if it does become an issue, I can pop that plus the healing word and all of that, and I'm at full health, like no matter what. So you can get around this if you build around it, which is what I do. So on my rings, I have 2 spell damage, 1 magic recovery. My 5-piece is going to be on my front bar. My swords is Seducer. I run 2 sharpened swords. And then on my back bar, I have a sharpened staff. That way I still have the 4-piece on the back bar, 5-piece on the front. Always have this, always have that. Look at my character sheet real quick. I am in Cyrodiil. So we're at 25,000 health. Plenty of health. Lots and lots of health. 37,902. Nothing's gold. No gold enchants, which is pretty good. 1449 magic recovery. People are running like 22, 2500. It's not needed, especially since on my front bar where most of my expensive stuff is at, I'm doing the seducers for the 8% less the cost reduction. I mean, it's fantastic. And on the back bar, I still have the recovery, and the resto staffs gives you so much back. It's a wash. So there's no reason to have that much. This is just to help, and that's plenty. When I pop a potion, it's like 17. So it's all you need. I'm running the Apprentice just so I can get a decent amount of spell damage because unbuffed is 1982, but when you buff up, it's like 24 and change, like almost 2500. Like it's real close to 2500. Crit resist isn't really that important right now, so I just throw a little bit in there. 1133 is fine. Good spell pen, just under 10k. Not bad. Physical penetration, 5,000. It's not too bad. Food-wise, I'm just running the increase health and Magica. Let's go over some skills. My front bar, which is my dual-wield bar, I run toppling charge. That's my gap closer CC. Obviously, puncturing sweeps. That's your main spammable attack. I have Dark Flare on this bar. This is kind of interchangeable, but I use this in PvP a lot because I'll go into stealth and I'll use Inner Light, throw this bad boy up, and then put in a Radiant Oppression on them, and they're usually dead. I mean, these 3 buttons right here is death. I've had this crit for like 14,000, and then just a 2-second smack with this bad boy. And run Shooting Star. This is how our magic gets up. You get more magic with this as well. So that's why our front bar has more magic. Swapping to our back bar, which is our resto bar, I have Restoring Focus. The reason I have that, 26,600, 22,145. I know tanks that go into dungeons that don't have that much. My staff is a defending resto staff. And the reason that I do that is on this back bar, I'm not really trying to do damage here. This is where I'm like, oh shit, I'm casting my shields, okay? To cast everything cost me about 20% of my magic. One heavy resto gives me like 5k. You know what I mean? And I have like right at 1428 recovery, pop a potion, 1600. I'll get everything back super fast, but I'm extremely tanky. Now, remember, I have those really high tank stats plus this and this. So I can take quite a bit of punishment. Um, our next is Harness Magica. That helps me get magic back too, you know, because of the sustain. So I never have magic issues running this with the regen, with heavy attacking seducers. I mean, I'm never out. I use Vampire's Bane and I use Degeneration. Like I said, I'm always heavy attacking when I swap to this bar. So Degeneration is also going to give me those that, you know, 15% chance to heal me for 100%, 15% of the damage caused. So it's like a 6k heal. So it's like a little mini Breath of Life that you can get. And it has like a small heal over time. This is a pretty decent dot. It also reduces their movement speed. This gives you your minor spell damage increase, and this gives you your major. So when you use these in conjunction, you get like 400 spell damage or more. I think it's almost 500. It's great, and this is a really good dot that goes on him. So when I'm on this back bar, I put all my buffs up to try to heal back up. Drop this for the damage. Switch bars, go in, start doing the work. If they try to run away, I'll throw some Dark Flares at them. I don't spam Dark Flare. That's more of a if they're a sorcerer that's sitting behind mines, or you know, someone that's just trying to run or streak away, I make sure I throw this for a ranged attack. You know, on back bar, I have the Resto alt. Just started using it, so it's not even I haven't even morphed it yet. It's getting pretty close, but I know what it does when you morph it. I have it morphed on other classes, and it's extremely broken. So there's why not? Everybody's using it, so I'll fucking use it. Um, CP is not 100% set up. Um, I have quite a bit into Elfborn. Now I know crit, blah blah blah, all this crap. I crit pretty often when I hit people, and Templars get that 10% bonus to crit damage. So you know this is 29% right here. That it you know, and I crit pretty often. Like that's why I've hit like 14k, um, you know, Dark Flares and one shot at people before that have low health because of this. I throw one into Bless because I have the extra point. I try to keep everything to the closest whole number because the way everything rounds down for the most part, so you won't see anything that's too high on the percentages. So I got 12% here, which isn't bad. Got another 19% here and another 19% here. So because Thaumaturge, I'm throwing dots. Sweeps is considered a dot. It's also relatively a direct attack. So is Dark Flare. Same thing here. This kind of buffs all of your stuff. So like you can really buff Magic Templar. This is where I get all my crit resist from. I just throw the points into here, just so that I have a little bit. A little bit doesn't hurt. Ironclad, 10% against a direct damage. If most people are throwing, you know, 10% in there, I go ahead and negate that for the most part. 43 into Hardy. Same thing at Elemental Defender, just 10% cost, reduction in damage. Because of how tanky I am and wearing the Pirate, you don't have to pump these up too crazy. And I'm running shields. Thick skin for dots, everybody's running constant dots. And 15% more on my Bastion because I am running 2 shields. 15% because I'm going for, you know, a good amount of recovery. And then 100 points into here because I am constantly heavy attacking when I'm on my resto bar. People will go to their resto bar, throw their buffs up, and switch over. I mean, you should be heavy attacking the entire time because it actually does a decent amount of damage. I mean, it'll be like 2k ticks. So you hit like a 6k hit. You know, I've had people low. We've both been out of resources and whatnot, you know, fighting for 15 minutes, and then this is what finishes everything off. So, this is super important. And tumbling, I throw a little bit of tumbling, just because I do dodge roll some frags whenever I see them and whatnot. What else? So for the most part, you're gonna buff I always recommend that you stay on your buff bar the entire time. I'm never running around on my dual wheel bar. Like, you'll never see me just in open world doing this. This doesn't come out till it's time for me to do damage. Because if I'm here and I get jumped up by a Nightblade, I hit block and I'm holding block, like you can still see my block is up and I'm dropping all of my stuff, okay? So I'm blocking with 26k spell and 22k physical. They're not going to do a lot of damage to me, and if I can see it fast enough, and I'm not completely stunned, I can get past those stupid proc sets, at least for that burst part, as long as it's just one of them that's using it. If it's two people using them, you're kind of effed in your A and you have no hope. Um, just do what you got to do. But I would like to have, a heavy chest, medium legs, and light here. I would get probably close to 1,000, not 1,000 more, maybe 1,000 more defense on both bars. So I'd be at 27 and 23. I mean, it's not a huge difference, but there's nothing wrong with a little bit of extra. Is there anything else that I could have covered? Got the stats here. I haven't. There's nothing really for me to hit here in Cyrodiil right now to buff up my spell damage, but it goes to like 2,400, and I have 41.9% crit. Like I said, blah blah blah, crit 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 crit. It's still a good thing. It's not. I wouldn't put everything into crit, but because I have recovery, I have high Magica, I have high health, I have good damage, really good defenses. Why the hell not? It's just it adds that little bit of extra. There's nothing wrong with it. But yeah, this is the Magica Templar 2.0 OP build. Hopefully you guys like it. If you have any questions about this, I'm starting to do like a montage of me doing 1vx's and stuff. I had one today, but I was not filming at the time, and kind of salty about that. But any questions, put them in the comments, like, subscribe. Commenting is always good. It helps me decide what I want to do with my next videos, and then it lets me know, positive and negative feedback. Whether it's negative or positive, it doesn't matter to me. All feedback is good. So, all right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Magica Templar is very strong right now. I would try this on pretty much any magic class, as long as you can do dual wield. Whether you want to do Magic Nightblade or the old school Sorcerer where you proc your frags by using your execute, that would probably be a crazy setup for this as well. But dual wield just synergizes with Magica Templar so well that this is one of the best classes to run this setup on. So, alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.